What's up, Team Versatile? Welcome back to Versatile and Friends. Today I'll be giving you my review for All the Dogs. I'll be giving you a breakdown with, I think, from every track. Giving you my raw review, my honest opinion, and let's get right into it. First track, we got Virginia Beach. I really like this intro. I like how it started off real subtle, slow, you know, not too much high tempo. It was a nice intro track, to be honest. I know Drake really started off his albums with a lot of like those slow, you know, maybe a little singing here and there. It was straight for me. And second track, Amen featuring Tizo Touchdown. This may be one of my favorite tracks off the album, to be honest. This is my first time ever hearing of Tizo Touchdown. Well, I actually heard him back on Tyler the Creator's album, and I really like that feature. And on this album, I heard him. I'm like, oh, let me check out his music. He's kind of dope. Well, I really fucks with him. So shout out Tizo Touchdown. He really made that song, to be honest. If you're being really technical here. He carried. Sorry, Drake. Yeah. I'm just gonna give you a little rundown of my review. Just real quick. I'm not gonna make this too much drawn out. I had a few weeks to actually, digest the album, listen to it over and over. You know, I've been playing it since it dropped, really. Third track, Calling For You. Was a decent track. Not too much to really, not like a statement track, or just kind of felt like a throwaway to me. This just my opinion though. You may have liked it. Fourth track, Fear of Heights. I really like that track. It's a little more like kind of a high tempo. Same with track 5, Daylight. Probably about the same. I like the hook on that track. Shot 'em in daylight. Shot 'em in daylight. Yeah, I kind of fucks with that song, yeah, a lot. So I'll say that's a straight track. Track 6, First Person Shooter. By far, this is probably the best track on the album. One reason, J. Cole. Do I have to say more? He literally murdered this man on his own track. I kid you not. Bodied him. And Drake got to come back at the end with a little side track at the end, try to rekindle and, recuperate from what the fuck J. Cole just did to him on his own track. But it didn't work, man. J. Cole the GOAT, man. Track 7, I Don't Give a Fuck, featuring Yeat. Now this song, I like, but it takes fucking forever to come on. Like, I have to skip all the way to fucking 1 minute and 15 seconds to get to the actual song. Drake, come on now. But Yeat carried. It sounded like a Yeat track, to be honest. It sounded like Yeat featuring Drake, to be honest. Just my opinion and just how it sounded. Hey, still a fire track, though. I don't be giving no fucks. Yeah. Track 8, 7969 Santa. I really like this track. It's probably in my top 5. I'm gonna give you my top 5 tracks off the album towards the end. This track, I kind of like it. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album. Tizo Touchdown, get like an outro at the end, killed it. Snoop Dogg, little outro, talking at the end. Yeah, I fucks with it. Decent track all around. Track 9, Slime You Out featuring SZA. This was the track that was released before the album. It was supposed to have been like the radio hit or whatever. But it didn't really take off as people was expecting it to. So I like the track. I think it was kind of like It was decent. SZA did her thing, you know. No complaints. This is a decent track. 10, Bahama Promises. I really like this track. It's more of a slow tempo, more like a R&B type vibe to it. Decent track, you know. It wasn't his best work, but I kind of like it, you know. 11, track 11, Tried Our Best. This is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album, to be honest. Like, it's kind of like R&B, kind of rapish. This song is definitely in my top 5. One of my favorites off the album, for sure. Tried Our Best. Track 12, Screw the World Interlude. It's like I say this track was like a shout out to Texas, kinda. It's like a chopped and screwed, you know, little intro. You know how that Texas shit be. Like a 1 minute little intro. It was decent for the album. I don't get why you placed that on this album, but who am I? Track 13, Members Only. Track 13, Members Only. It was a decent track. Not too much there, to be honest. That's featuring what's his name? Playboi Carti, I think. Not Playboi Carti, but excuse me. Party Next Door. Yeah. Party Next Door did his thing on that song. It was a nice track. I think they could have did better, to be honest. But whatever. Track 14, Jura Picasso. Now, I kind of like this track, you know. It's kind of slow tempo, like R&B. I like it. This song here kind of reminded me of Black a little bit. You know, it kind of, it's like his sound in this song kind of sound like a Black song. It's like he's like kind of ripping off his flow too a little bit. Let me know if you noticed that too a little bit, or you think the same thing. 'Cause I think he sound like Black on that song. Should have got a Black feature. Who knows? Moving on, track 15, What Would Pluto Do? What Would Pluto Do is a straight smasher. I fucks with this song heavy. The beat, it sounded like something from For Your Loss or whatever. The last album with 21 Savage. Her Loss. It sounded like it could have been on that album. Very Yachty influenced track, yeah. What Would Pluto Do? I fucks with it. Track 16, All the Parties. This track, it was decent. Not too much there for real. It's kind of like a throwaway track, to be honest. Not really much to say about it. It was decent, I guess. Track 17, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Now, Drake getting his bag on this one. This is the video, the song he put out with the video before the album dropped. Had everybody going crazy. Or he about to just rap on his album. He about to put out his best body of work, this and that. It was a nice track, you know. Nice video, too. He giving you bars on that the whole way through. Track 18, BBL Love Interlude. I like this song. Nice little track. Drake is on his like melodic singing, rapping. And it's a nice track. I like it. 19, track 19, Gently. I think that's featuring Bad Bunny, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that track I didn't too much like, to be honest. I'm not really a Bad Bunny fan. He makes good music, but it's just not for me. And to be honest, I skip this track every time it comes up. Just like a throwaway track, he could have left off the album, to be honest. Track 20, Rich Baby Daddy. I like this song. It's featuring Sexyy Red and SZA. I don't know why would you put Sexyy Red on your album this early off. I mean, she got like one hit, but do what you want to do with your album. I think the hook could have been a little better, but Sexyy Red did her thing. SZA did her thing. Drake, he Has a verse at the end. You know, it's decent. It's a decent song. Track 21, another late night featuring Lil Yachty. I like this song a lot. Yachty did his thing. Again, sound like another song that could have been on Her Loss. Very Yachty influenced track. High tempo. Yeah, it's a decent track. Track 22, Away From Home. This was Drake getting his bag a little bit. The rapping, nice track. Nice way to end out the album a little bit. With a little more hip hop, you know. It was a nice track. Not too much to say about it. It was decent. Last track, track 22, Polar Opposites. This track probably get played the least on the album, besides the song with Bad Bunny. To be honest, not too much of a memorable track for real. Like, I would think like the last track of the album would be like a smash, you know, little statement. And Polar Opposites doesn't give you that. It just like seems like you missing something, you know. But that's it. You know, it's a decent album. It's not Drake's best work by far, in my opinion. I'm gonna rate this album in a minute, but I'm just gonna give you my top 5 from this album. Okay, number 1, I had to go with Virginia Beach, fire track. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Tried Our Best, fire track. Like I said, nice, you know, singing and rapping is all there. 3, I'm gonna go with What Would Pluto Do, fire, beat knocking. It hits different in the car. Yeah, to be honest, it does. Number 4, I'm gonna go with First Person Shooter Mode for sure. J. Cole straight up spaz on his fucking track, you know. Killed Drake on his own song, dog. Shit's still funny. All right, my 5th and final one. It's kind of a hard one, man. I'm leaning towards 8 a.m. in Charlotte or Bahamas Promises. I'm just gonna go with 8 a.m. in Charlotte. You know, you can't deny the bars in that track. Straightforward, no hook, just Drake just going straight through, just ripping shit. I love it, you know. That's my top 5 from For Your Dog, For All the Dogs. Now it's time to rate the album. 1 out of 10. I don't think this is Drake's best album by far. To be honest, this album giving me more of a not if you're reading this too late vibe, but more of a more life vibes. The soundtrack he made a few years ago. I think like 2017, I think, yeah. Back then that shit came out. This album remind me of that album, if you get what I'm saying. Like a track list with multiple artists, new age artists, you know. And my final rate on this album, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 for a Drake album. It's not his best body of work, like I said. It's only a handful of songs off the album, the 23 songs that I listen to every day. It's not really the case with a Drake album drops. Usually in the past, man, every track on there be a fucking slam, you know? Banger, you know? So, 7.5, man, For All the Dogs. That's my review. Let me know yours. Make sure you comment, share this video, please. Subscribe to your boy. I got more coming. Man, I'm so excited to get on this journey with y'all guys, man. Versatile and Friends is finna take over YouTube, man. Can't wait to get started. Can't wait to see you guys in the future. You know, I got more on the way. Stay tuned. Till next time, Team Versatile. Versatile and Friends. We out.